Even though events like these are not put on by the military, they allow American military leadership to connect with not only their troops, but also the general public. And the main message coming out of many of these panel discussions and keynote speeches is the fact that the SOF community is facing a number of growing challenges. From concerns over the budget to troop levels, the SOF community says the best way to deal with these problems is through cooperation and collaboration. From the start of this year's gathering, SOF leadership made it clear, while there are obstacles to be overcome, it cannot be done at the cost of taking their eye off growing threats from some of America's oldest adversaries.
In this decisive decade, autocrats and terrorists alike seek to upend the free and open international system. From the PRC to Russia, from Iran to North Korea, and violent extremist organizations. Those adversaries seek to divide and weaken the power of these partnerships.
Commander of U.S. Special Operations Command, General Brian Fenton, went on to say that despite those growing challenges, the threats from terrorist groups like Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS still remain, while the new ones from groups like Hamas, the Houthis, and Hezbollah continue to demand attention and resources. One reason why, according to Command Sergeant Major Shane Shorter, it's easier for adversaries to wage havoc than it's ever been before.
We're seeing the character of war rapidly change, with smaller, faster, and cheaper uncrewed systems and robotics. Ubiquitous surveillance tools of every kind, and of course, artificial intelligence, are all creating wicked problems.
One thing that always grabs your eye at conferences like SOF Week 2024 is the sheer amount of technology and tools that are available to today's warfighter. General Fenton says that as accessible as these tools are, they're not what is going to determine the day for special operators.
But I think for us, it becomes an enabler, an amplifier, and an enhancer to all the missions that we're trying to achieve. It's necessary, but at the very center of all that is a special operations teammate.
That thought was echoed by retired Army General Vincent Brooks. The former commander of U.S. Army Pacific and U.S. Army Central says the advantage American special operators bring to the fight is a willingness to interoperate with not only other branches, but other allied partners.
So I think that this approach to having great capability in both the unconventional and special operations arena as well as the general purpose arena is what can give us a decided advantage over our adversaries who have great challenges in bringing such things together.
Perhaps proof that what the SOF community is doing is working comes from the very top. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General C.Q. Brown, said, in essence, he likes their style.
They don't ask for permission. They tend to lean forward, and there's a fine line between leaning forward and falling over, and they know how to lean forward. And they might fall over every once in a while, but what they really do is they actually challenge the status quo, and that's what we need.